Fine. So in this particular session, so we'll just see about how do we create with sets in Tableau and how do you work with the sets. So what is a set? The first thing comes into this one. It says sets are custom fields. Means what happens here? You're trying to create your own custom field, which is created based on certain conditions. Like we have the data. I want to see the top selling products, or I want to see the weak selling products. I want to see a products belonging to a particular city or region. So that is where exactly we use those particular sets. So now we have a different ways to create a set. So we can create the sets. So we'll just say like, how do we create the sets in Tableau? So if you want to start off with a Tableau, this is how we start. So I just go for the Tableau. So I'm just opening my Tableau public and there. Yeah. So since I want to read the data from my Excel file, so I'll just go to this particular Microsoft Excel. So I'll just hit on this particular Microsoft Excel and I'll just select the source data source that I want to use it. So I will be using this particular sample store. Okay. And I'll just open this. Now, when I open, we can see all this particular data comes into the picture. Okay, so we have the data. So as we know in our Excel sheet, Excel file, we have 3 sheets, but I want to do this particular analysis based on this particular orders sheet. Fine. Yes. So I just select this orders, drag and drop it. The sheet that you wanted, I'm just dragging and dropping. So it shows me the complete sales data of this particular orders. Now I want to, based on this particular things, I want to create this, I want to work on this. So what I do, I'll go for the worksheet. So if you want to get into a worksheet, what we do, we'll use this particular thing called as go to worksheet. So when I hit on this particular worksheet, you get this kind of a worksheet where automatically the fields will be picked from your source data. From your source data, whatever the fields are there, the row ID, order ID, and shipment ID, and all these things. This data will be picked, and based on that, so you can see it is divided into 2 sections here. So this is your dimensions. Okay, so this is nothing but your dimensions. What is the dimensions?
Which are not numericals.
Yeah, they are not the numerical data. So they are the data which can be used for doing the grouping. Okay, like say example, we have the student data, but I want to know how many Java students are there, how many Oracle students are there, how many data science students are there. So here what happens, the course name becomes a dimension. Okay, I want to see the month-wise collection, the month becomes a dimension. Where I can do the grouping, that becomes the dimensions. Okay, now what is the fees that we have been collected from the Java students and all these things? So let's say Java student, what is the fees? What is the fees paid by the data science students and all these things? So that means where I can feel on which I can do the calculations.
Measure.
That on which I can apply the calculations or I can do a measuring. Those are your measurable fields. We call as measures.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we call it as measures. Now what I want to do is I want to see what is a product wise sales, that is subcategory wise. So let me select the sales data. Okay, as soon as I select this data, that is if I select a measurable field, by default it will just plot a graph. So when I say sales, it has taken the complete overall sales, but I want to divide this based on the say categories. Cool. So if I just double click on the category, so you can see here, this is the various categories that has been picked. So we have accessories, we have appliances, art, binders, bookcase, chairs, and all those things. So we got this. Fine. So now this is the each category wise. So how is the sales? And here we can come to know that the chairs and the mobiles, they have the highest sales. Okay. And then followed with the storage devices, and then followed with the binders or tables and all these things. So this has the highest sales. Good. Now what I want to see is I want to see the top 5 sales or the highest sales, top sales. So one thing I can do is I can do this particular sorting, this particular data. So I can just sort this particular data. So I can just go to this, I want to sort it based on the sales. I just hit on the sales and so we can just do this sorting here. So now I just hit on this particular sales data and you can see we have this particular option called as sorting. So we can just hit on this particular sort. So the data is being sorted. So by default, the data will be sorted in the ascending order, that is lower to the higher values. Fine. So now it has been sorted. So now what I will do is I just want to create a set for this particular range of data. So that means this, I have highlighted this. I want to create a set for this. So what I will do, I'll just select this particular set of data and I'll just right click on that. And there we have this particular, as soon as I select this, okay, so you can see we have this particular option of creating a set.
Yes, sir.
Here, I just select this and here we have this option of create set. Okay, so I'll just hit on the, okay, as soon as I do the selection, you get this. I'll just go to the create set. So as soon as I say create set, okay, it'll ask me to give the name of the set. See, in this set, okay, it has selected this items, what I did the selection. Okay, I've selected the machine, binders, tables, storage, chairs, and phones. So this has been included in this. Okay, and I can give a name for this. I say these are nothing but the top selling items. So I want to give a name for the set. So I say this is a top selling items. Fine, I just want to give this and I'll just say this, okay. Fine. So now you can see by default all the data is being displayed. Okay, so you want to remove this particular sorting, you can just remove this particular sorting. Okay, so can be done. Yeah, so T sorted. So I just want to go. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to differentiate the top selling items and the non-moving items. I want to differentiate. So if I say if it has to be differentiated, I want to differentiate with the different colors. Okay, so what will I do is, since I have created this particular top selling items as a set, you can see here what separate set is there. I'll just select the set and I'll just put into the colors. As soon as I put in the colors, we can see the top selling items is shown in the blue color and non-moving items is showing in the grayed out color. We can differentiate the data.
Sir, can you please just give me a second?
Yeah.
हाँ ठीक क्या बोल रही हो ये डज वेट आप मैं एक सेकंड पॉली पर सर प्लीज जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड
So the graph which is in this one, so blue, they are the top sellings, and the graph which is in the gray color, they are the low sellings, low sales. So we are able to differentiate the high sale and the low sale values. Got it?
So there is a gradient or there are a number of colors we can use?
No. It will just show with two colors. It's like in and out.
Okay.
It's not like a gradient and all those things is different. Okay. So you want to compare all the fields together and then you want to show the kind of a color ranges. So here which comes in, which satisfy your set and it doesn't satisfy your set. So we have selected the top setting, then we have given with the different colors.
So one thing I need to ask that when you selected so you selected the whole chart, right? So how it is automatically selecting the lower ones and the higher ones?
I did not select the whole chart. I just selected only this series. If you see, I had selected like this. And then I created this. So if you want, I can create it once again. So I'll delete that also, what we have, that, set top settings. I can delete it. So I did not select the whole thing. See, before what I did is I did a sorting like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I did a selecting. So I just selected like this, till 200. No, I just selected 200 and above. Or like I just want to select any 150K. More than 150K is a top settings. I just want to have something like this. Okay, select this. Okay, and then I'm just creating a set here. So all those which just touch 150, I'll just create a set here. Just say, I say set one, it's fine. I'll say okay. Now you want to show that set one and out this one with the different colors. I can just select this, drag and drop it. To change the color, we can change the color. So in is what color you want. I want in with green color. As in, You may know.
Yes, sir.
We have the different color palettes. You can just see. Greens. So here you will get only two. This one. What is in? Yeah. All with in is more than 150K sale is showing in green and below 150K is showing in the orange color.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So mainly we use this particular set is like, you want to differentiate this particular data. Okay, I think so. We use this. See, there are different ways to create it. One is like, we select it like this and we create it. So we'll just see the other ways to create this particular set. So let me open another sheet. So let us have the same data here. Fine. So let me go over the categories. Now I can also create this particular thing based on the criteria. Okay. Since I want to do it based on say sales data, I just click on the sales. Here we have the option of creating a set. Create. You can see there is a set. So we have a set here. So I can just select any of the measurable fields and hit on this particular. Okay, we call this as a pill, which looks like a tablet. No, the pills. Okay, I just hit on this drop down, and I'll just say create a set. And I hit on the create set. It's going to create a new set. You can give a name for the set. I'll just say this is set 2 or something. Okay, I'll just give some name. Now, in this, what I want to do is I want to have all those which has more than 200K sales. So I want to give based on the criteria. Okay, see, like, we have a top bottom rules. I want to see the top 5 sales. Okay, I say top, how much? By fields, it says top 10. Instead of 10, I just say top 5. Or like top 3, there are outstanding sales. I just want to get the top 3 sales, sum of sales. You can see here, okay, I'm just trying to create here set based on the criteria. What is that? Top, bottom rules. Top what? So we can either go with the top or bottom rule. Okay, I say what? Top 3, sum of sales. Sum of what field, you can even select that. Or top 3 profitable one, I can go even with the profit. Since my data is graph is based on the sales, let us go with the sales. Okay, you can have a graph based on the sales and the profit there. Criteria, what is a sets which is based on the profit also we can have. Okay, so top 3 and that is set 2 and just say okay. Now I want to differentiate with the set 2, that means based on the top 3. So you can see the top 3. So I want to differentiate based on the set 1, it is showing like this. You can have both the sets. One set at a time. No, we selected. There is a different ways to create the set. Okay. So one is like, we selected directly and we give what is that you wanted. And the second one is we gave it, we manually created it. Yeah. Yes, you know?
Yes, sir.
That is one. So also you can write based on the formulas and things. So that is like, all those sales which is more than 200 or something, or 2000K sales or something. I can just say go for create set. So that is the top rule, bottom rules. We can specify this, or I can also go with the condition. I want to see the sales. Okay, I want to see all those particular things where the sales, sum of sales is greater than or equal to 200K. K is again 3 zeros, no? Yeah. Correct. Okay. So I'll just see. What is that we do? 200K, correct? Set 3. So if I go with the set 3, you can see it is more than 200K. Automatically, this is my 200 margin. So anything which is more than 200 is showing the different color.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You can try it out.